so bundled up. It's so cold.
It's pretty cold. We're just about to get our first halal food in New York City. We've been told by pretty much everyone that you have to have halal food in New York City.
We're Lloyd and Mandy, digital nomads currently traveling the world in search of somewhere to call home. We're currently on a quick tour of USA, and today our goal is to have an incredible day of sightseeing around New York City without breaking the bank.
Alright, so today we're going to do a little bit more sightseeing. We had a pretty big day yesterday, but today we're going to go see the Statue of Liberty for free. And we're going to do that by riding the Staten Island Ferry. Which were two things we wanted to do anyway. We have a little bit of mixed feelings about whether or not New York City is actually that expensive. It's been pretty good for us so far. We caught the subway yesterday and every time we took a ride was only $3. We're staying in like the cheapest possible accommodation we could find, which is actually really decent. It's called The Pod in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And we've been eating a lot of like street food and deli food, which has been really cheap. So far, we haven't spent anywhere near as much money as we thought. So we're going to take you with us today. We're going to see how much we spend just in a regular day of sightseeing around New York City.
So we're just going to start with some breakfast. We're going to get a bagel, not with salmon because it's a lot cheaper if you just get it with cream cheese, and a chai tea just down the street.
Chai tea because it's freezing cold. It's like 2 degrees today. $15 for breakfast.
Okay, we just got brekkie. Now we're going to eat it on the subway. Where are we heading?
Staten Island Ferry.
Straight to the Staten Island Ferry. I thought we were going somewhere else before that.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, straight to the ferry.
I'm still asleep.
Staten Island Ferry? Staten Island Ferry? Staten Island.
There's the ferry coming in and there's the Statue of Liberty. So yesterday we spent the whole day sightseeing. We walked the Brooklyn Bridge into Manhattan, caught the subway to Central Park and walked all around there. Then we caught another subway to Times Square, had some beers, had lunch, had dinner, and I think we spent like less than $100, yeah? So far, New York, not that expensive.
Cheaper than Vegas, a lot easier to spend less money than Vegas for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the public transport's like really cheap. I'm surprised by that, and there's just so many cheap food options like delis and street food and everything. It's not really like, Vegas is just made for you to lose money. So speaking of free things to do in New York City, one thing we didn't actually get to do was visit some of the many art museums in New York. For instance, the Bronx Museum of Art is always free to visit, and the Museum of Modern Art is free on the 1st of every month. We didn't actually get to visit either of those. But enjoying art doesn't just have to save you money, it could potentially put money back into your pocket. I'm talking about Masterworks, a platform for investing in art that's produced real results this year. Masterworks files paintings with the SEC, breaking legendary art like Picasso's into slices. This way you can invest for a fraction of the full price. Masterworks has been featured on TechCrunch, CNBC, and Forbes, and they have over 650,000 users. They just sold a painting 2 weeks ago that handed back 13.9% returns to their investors. In fact, in the last 3 months, Masterworks has sold 5 paintings, which returned over 13, 17, 21, and 33% net. And because they've been able to deliver deliver even in a rough year for investing. Masterworks offerings have sold out in minutes, but you can get priority access just by clicking the link in the description. I'll also leave a link down below to all of Masterworks SEC filings, just in case you want to learn more about the rules and regulations that they adhere to. Okay, so enough about that, we'll get back to the video.
Statue, but we're gonna find out.
I'm pretty sure we are, because I watched it come in and the boat hasn't turned around. If we fucked it up, then we're gonna have to try and see it on the way back. Alright, we did it. We got the Statue of Liberty. Now we're going to warm up and finish these bagels. It's too cold. Alright, we rode the ferry over to Staten Island. We got a pretty good view of the Statue of Liberty. It's definitely, I think, a better option than paying like $40 to go and see it. And now we're pretty much just catching the ferry back, but there's some really good shopping outlets here, so we're going to go grab some stuff because we don't have enough warm clothes.
I've been doing the same thing pretty much since we got here, and we're going to the football over here, so we need mittens 100%.
Definitely need some gloves and some like layers. Mandy needs some boots.
Yes.
And we're going to see what we can find here, and then we're going to catch the ferry back. I don't really know much about Staten Island. I hear that it's like the forgotten borough. All I know is that Pete Davidson's from here in that movie. Alright, that was pretty good, but we're just going to head back to Brooklyn now, to Williamsburg, and walk around a bit, check out a few spots, maybe find somewhere cool to hang out for the afternoon. $3,000 a month for a condo.
Oh my god, 3,000 US? Man, that's so expensive.
easier. How's that slice?
That's actually really good thumbnail.
$3.50 a slice. Pretty good lunch. Late lunch.
So good.
Williamsburg's awesome. How cool is it?
Let's move here.
It's kind of hipster, but it's like borderline affordable as well. I think you could just afford to pay rent here.
This one's better.
Then the one in Dumbo.
This is the best one I've ever had.
I think this is where Chris, the comedian in Times Square, told us to go.
Thanks, Chris.
Right, it's a bit random, but we're going to like this country bar in Brooklyn, New York. It said hot peanuts and honky tonk. Sounds pretty cool to me. I'm sure they have a happy hour or something. It's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
So bundled up. It's so cold.
It's pretty cold. We're just about to get our first halal food in New York City. We've been told by pretty much everyone that you have to have halal food in New York City. I'm not sure why. There's so many food trucks here, halal food trucks. They're on like every corner in Brooklyn especially.
And it smells so good.
So we just got, Mandy got chicken over rice, I got chicken and lamb over rice.
Mix white sauce, hot sauce.
Yes, please.
That's it.
Is it worth the hype?
Souvlaki.
Yeah? It smells incredible. I don't know if it's the cold air that makes food smell more, but it smells so good.
It's so good, I want to finish it at home for you, it's cold.
Yeah. Unreal?
So good.
Says to be the craziest bakery I've ever seen.
I've never seen so many pies and cakes.
It's amazing.
I saw a sign out the front that said $3.50
Yeah.
on Wednesday for pies.
Oh. What day is it?
Wednesday.
Oh.
Alright, we've got our dessert.
We did not need to.
Wow, look at that. I believe we've got 2 pies. Fat.
So fat. This is like 2 nights worth of food.
We won't eat
Or maybe 3.